Okay. What's up? Uh, Today is Sunday, February 15th. It's 2:13 p.m. Um, Here today in good spirits. Uh, just enjoying life and enjoying all the blessings that God has given me. Uh, I'm here for the tarot read today. Looks like right now at the bottom of the deck is the Wheel of Fortune. That's what I just did a good shuffle. That's what we got at the bottom of the deck. Surprise, right? I want to thank God. I want to thank Jesus Christ. I want to thank Holy Spirit. I want to thank my archangels that protect me, guide me, lead me along the path, this journey that I'm on. The Ascended Masters, uh, who I hope and pray uh, allow me to learn and know the knowledge I need. I know I'm getting carried away here. My ancestors from long ago and up until recently, and then my passed on loved ones of peace, love, and light. All of you, I'm grateful for, and I hope and pray that you continue to guide me on my journey we call life, on this journey we call life. Uh, as above, so below, as within, so without. Okay. Uh, Holy Spirit, come through, please. All right, let's see what we got on the read today, folks. Okay, boom. First card out. 4 wands. So this is good. This is happy. Happy, happy, joy, joy. 4 wands. Wands energy. Wands is, passion. Or even think of the magician. It's like will almost. Your will and your desire. But as you see, 4 of wands is we got 2 ladies, celebrating. So it's uh, maybe sanctuary, maybe someplace safe. But they're definitely happy and they're celebrating. It almost looks like they're at like a party or something. Just think of the energy. 4 of wands. Building up. Ace of wands. 2, right, of wands. 3 of wands. Now you're at the 4. So it's like building up. Boom. I'm so excited. And I just can't hide it. Okay. First card out. 4 of wands. Thank you, Holy Spirit. You're the best. Okay, carrying on. What about this 4 of wands, Holy Spirit? Tell me more, please. Ooh. Okay. Alright, I can ask for 1 card, but Spirit's been tossing them out 2, 3 at a time. I'm not going to argue with them. Next card up. Page of Pentacles. Okay. I'm so excited, and I just can't hide it. And I'm about to lose control. I think I love it. Alright. Next card. Fool. In reverse. This is upright. This is reverse. Okay. And then after the Fool, we have the Moon. Okay, so what I'm looking at, we have the 4 of Wands, which is, home, sanctuary, happiness, you know, good energy. Okay, think of that. Your energy, your will, your desire. You know, it's a celebration, right? Okay. Next, we have the Page of Pentacles, the Fool in reverse, and then the Moon. Okay, Page of Pentacles. This is something possibly somebody you're working on something here. Okay, you're in your truth per se, right? Okay, but in the pentacles are your physical. It's looking like you got a new outlook. Maybe there's a new outlook. And the Fool in reverse. Okay, so Page of Pentacles to the Fool in reverse. So you have a new look on a something that you've been working on per se, right? So because the Fool up in the upright, Fool in the upright is you're starting a new look. You're starting anew, okay? And you have the Sun, okay, which is the Most High. You have your spirit animal, the dog, okay, and you're starting a new trip. You're the Fool. It's fresh energy. It's the first card in the major arcana, the Fool. Just walking along, not a care in the world, okay? Put that in reverse, is how it landed out, is you're not starting a new trip, okay? Maybe, I don't want to say a stalemate, but you're gonna stay with where you're at, possibly. There's something you need to work on with the Page of Pentacles, right? So that would be, you know, starting a new lesson, starting some kind, you're learning something. But it's with the Fool in reverse, it's something that you've already previously, you're always, you've been working on it, or you do know about it. And then the Moon, okay, Moon is, I always think of these guys as it's danger. You know what I mean? It's scary in the dark, in the moonlight. It's scary. And um, this also has to do with your psychic abilities. Okay, you're being possibly intuitive. Um, let's see, Page of Pentacles, the Fool, in reverse, the Moon. I don't know why, but when I'm looking at this with the Page of Pentacles, you know, something that you've been working on, but it has to do with possibly the past. Um, Maybe understanding where you come from, who you are, you know, your abilities, Page of Pentacles, learning, studying something, you're standing in your truth, okay? And then you have the Fool who's starting out something new, but this isn't something new. This is something that you've been working on. And it has to do with, say, the, I don't want to use it, has to do with tarot, has to do with your purpose, why you're here, psychic abilities, things, in the dark that aren't always spoken about per se. Learning on this, you're learning on this continuous journey about your abilities, your psychic abilities, things that are left in the dark. Okay. Tell me more, Spirit. Holy Spirit, Holy Angels. Tell me more. Tell me more. What else do I need to know? Right? How we feeling? How we doing? Excuse me. Ooh, okay. Next card out. Good golly. High Priestess. Okay. Inner knowing. Okay. This is number 2. So you got 0, which is the Fool. 1, which is the Magician. And then 2 is the High Priestess. Okay, and this is the build up again, okay, like I talk about. So the High Priestess is the inner knowing, okay? This kind of connects with the Moon card. You see, I mean, we got, okay, inner knowing, understanding of things, the way the world, the past, the present, and the future, all kind of wrapped up in one, is the High Priestess. Knowing, having knowledge, and wisdom of things that not everybody understands, not everybody knows. The High Priestess. Next card up, the Lovers. In reverse. So this is, the Lovers is togetherness, working things out together, etc., etc. Now let's put that in reverse. That's the Lovers in reverse. I gotta think about that. Maybe is a friendship of some sort. It may not necessarily be bad with the Lovers in reverse. Maybe something just beginning, nothing yet started. And the next card out, 5 of Pentacles. Okay. This card has many meanings to it. Could mean a lot of things. Okay. And again, it's 2 people, 5 of Pentacles. And these guys are out in the cold, in the snow. You can see they got tattered clothes. He's got the bell on. He looks like he's ill. He's not well. And you want to say that this energy is due to their lack of concern. Face value, it shows, a couple, it looks to be, that are just, that are hurt. Kind of like an outcast. Right? So we have the High Priestess, the Lovers reversed, and then the 5 of Pentacles. Okay, so I'm trying to think about that, because we have the High Priestess, okay, inner knowing, knowledge, wisdom, right? past, present, future, kind of, right? Ties it all together. The high priestess knows things. Okay. Then we have the lovers, right, in reverse, and then we have Five of Pentacles. However you want to, but this one came out first, and this one, right? And so you got two people in this card, and you got two people in this card, right? This one we got Archangel Michael and the Sun, right? Bringing this relationship together. All right, let's flip it over. Maybe it's not a relationship. Maybe it could be a friendship. It could be acquaintances. It could be something more. But then we have the Five of Pentacles. So something that was a relationship is no longer, okay? And then we have the Five, and now this relationship, whatever it was, it's in reverse, and it's in the Five Pentacles. So possibly you have some type of a business, you know what I mean? So the High Priestess is aware of the Lovers in reverse, Five of Pentacles. Okay. Tell me more, Spirit. Okay, what do we have? Yeah. And it's today is 36 degrees out, sunny. Nice Sunday afternoon. I was outside for a little bit. I got some sun. Next card up. Queen of Wands. And to go with it is we have, boom. Is that the Seven of Wands in reverse? Seven of Wands reverse. No, yeah. Seven of Wands reverse. Queen of Wands, Seven of Wands reverse. Okay, High Priestess, the Lovers reverse, Five of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, Seven of Wands reverse. Okay, so we got this High Priestess. To me, it looks like, how can this be? Because that's in reverse. So let's see. High Priestess, inner knowledge. The Lovers reverse. So it's almost like it could be a separation, right? And then with the next card is the Five of Pentacles, and so we have two people, right? We got the Lovers reverse, and then we have the Five of Pentacles, and then we have the Queen of Wands, and then the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, and with that is this guy's standing on his own. He's defending his honor. It's 6 against 1, right? But flip it over, and it's talking. It's trying to find a connection, better understanding. So this Queen of Wands wants to talk because the relationship that they're in looks to me as though it's in the Five of Pentacles. Okay, we have the High Priestess, the Lovers reverse, Five of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, Seven of Wands reverse. All right. Good. And next, let's see. Yeah, so from the start, from the get go, we have 4 wands, right? Then we carry on Page of Pentacles, starting, studying, learning something, okay? And, it has to do, like, what it looks like is, he's in his truth, right? But it has to do, it's, how do I put it? It's knowledge, right? So it's possibly like building, growing. This Page of Pentacles wants to grow the knowledge, but it's something that he's been doing. And it has to do with his psychic abilities, stuff that's not always talked about with that moon energy. Okay, then we have the High Priestess. Okay, um, wisdom, knowledge. Okay, the Lovers, reverse. Five of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, and then the Seven of Wands. Okay, tell me more, Spirit. Holy Spirit, Holy Angels. What would you like me to know? What's the energy today? There's a couple here. There's a couple of cards. It's funny. Okay, next card up. Chariot. All right. Okay, that. The Chariot. You can take it as like literally like wheels. It depends on how the cards lay out afterward. But you could call that like actual like a vehicle per se. But also you can look at it in a way where uh, somebody's standing in their true light. Somebody is standing in their, they have all their bells and whistles. Somebody who's earned their spot, earned their keep, and they kind of like, this is the funny part here is that I get to show you guys. The High Priestess has these columns, B and J, okay? That's represents, possibly the ancient, knowledge, inner knowing, the columns, Colosseum, but don't get carried away with, but it's like the past and the present, good, knowledge of good and evil, right? What's, the black and the white, okay? On the Chariot, we have this. So it's not, in this one, it's someone who's grounded, per se. Like, look at, like, this is permanent. This is the building. This is where they sit or they rest, Okay, but with this, the Chariot, this guy's on the move. It's almost like he's got his angels with him. He's got the dark and the light, and they roll with him. This guy's got star power. He's not the star, but he's with it. He's ready to roll. Chariot. What else? Tell me more. Okay. Ooh, geez, that one flipped and then flipped again. Came out as the Two of Wands in reverse, but when I went to show it flipped to the upright. So I can try and just roll with it with the Two of Wands, okay, in the upright. So we got the Chariot, Two of Wands, okay, Two of Wands, and definitely you know, I don't want to say it's like the seven, what's it, like the seven of cups where he's, you're lost, or the four of cups. I don't want to call it that either, but it's wands. So that is energy being thought. This is, you have one energy, like you have one wand that's stuck, and you have one wand in his hand. So it's almost like he wants to be in two places at once, and you can see he has a globe. So, you know, this is a representation of uh, Rosicrucian. Uh, it's a belief, it's a style of faith. Uh, Having to do with religious beliefs. Okay, you can look into that, but it's good. It's not a bad thing. It's an understanding of life. That symbol is a better understanding of life. You know, knowledge of the world and life itself. Anyway, and it's funny because the world is there. The world is in the palm of this guy's hand, and one of his wands is stuck on this building, with this, his front porch, whatever that he's looking out at. It looks like he's up high, so up on the roof, and then he has another one in his hand. Right? He's thinking he wants to maybe make a plan, something. He's in. You have the chariot, and then you have the two of wands. And the two of wands is looking at the chariot. So let's see. What else, Spirit? Tell me more, please. Next card up. Queen of Cups. Okay. Queen of Cups is a water sign. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Someone who's in touch, what the cups represent is your emotions. And then, when I look at this card, I see this shell. I noticed the other day as well. And if you look at that shell, to me, that represents somebody who's strong-willed, strong-minded. And like what happened, like the shell's open, right? And then when it closes shut, and it's strong. You can't break that. It's so hard to get through to get, say to grab the pearl, right? And this is the pearl, okay, right? Like figuratively speaking, and so, in terms of the cups, the Queen of Wands is a caring and compassionate sign, and their faith, whatever this Queen of Cups believes in, is she's loyal to it, faithful to it, emotionally. Okay, cool. Hey, I'm back. I just had to pause it for a second there. Okay, we got the Chariot, Two of Wands. Originally, it was upside down. It flew. It's upside down when I picked it, and then when I went to show it, I flipped. So I went right side up with it. Chariot, Two of Wands, Queen of Cups. Okay. What else, Sparrow? Oh, boy. Okay, next cards. We have 6 swords. Okay, and when you look at this card, you can see, okay, they're on a boat or like in a canoe, and you got a guy pushing the canoe. You got a little one, and it looks like to me, the silhouette, right, is like you got a lady covering herself up, and so these guys are taking off quietly, and it looks like it's a family, maybe. Looks like a family leaving town, and they're trying to leave quietly without being heard or seen. They're out of here. You know, like this guy, he ain't even looking. He's looking the other way, head down, covered up, bundled up. And when you travel on water, it's, you know, this guy's got a paddle and a stick. It's very quiet. So this is somebody looking like a family, guy, girl, kid, taking off. Next card up, the Emperor. Okay. Alrighty, so we have the Chariot, Two of Wands, Queen of Cups, Six of Sword, the Emperor. Tell me more, Spirit. Because I'm saying this Chariot, Two of Wands, Queen of Cups is, you know, the Chariot. Somebody's standing in their divinity, okay? And possibly on the move, you know, with the Chariot, it's, you know, maybe it's something moving. Two of Wands is a plan, and then the Queen of Cups is somebody who's, you know, in touch with their emotions. And, you know, Queen is a loving, caring, compassionate person, you know, devoted to the cause, which would be, you know, that was with which is she's holding on to. You know, what's that, the Holy Grail? And then you have Six of Sword to the Emperor. So to me, that looks like somebody standing in their divinity, making a plan to leave quietly, to go meet up with the Emperor. Okay, the Emperor is all of, would be the King of Pentacles. Okay, the King of Swords, King of Cups, and the King of Wands. All of them combined makes the Emperor. Stability, power. Strong individual. Tell me more, Spirit. Ooh, the Six of Cups wanted to flip out. I'm not going to take it, though. Ooh, we had the Ace of Cups. That kind of flew, but it didn't go. Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, tell me what's the energy? What's the Spirit? What is it you'd like me to know for today? What do we need to know? Oh, boy, oh boy. Alright. Calm down. Holy Spirit, come through, please. Archangels, Ascended Masters, and Ancestors. King of Pentacles. Ooh. Alright, so I don't know why, I don't know what happened, but the cards are kind of coming out funny, so maybe something, I don't know, the energy's weird. Next card up was Strength. And after that was the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, that Emperor, which I think is, because we have the Queen of Cups, which looks like they're heading towards the Emperor. And then right after that, we have the King of Pentacles, which is an earth sign. Okay, that would be Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Strength, and then the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. So, to me, it's looking like this King of Pentacles is a strong person, right? Strength is with strength here. It's they're tame. You can tame that lion. Okay, strength is composure. You know, power. You know, a strong individual. Day in and day out with the infinity sign. This is somebody who can keep going for the long run. But then right after it, right? So we got the Emperor, King of Pentacles, Strength, and then we have the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. So something's held up. Something's stuck. So it's almost like the Chariot, Two of Wands, Queen of Cups, right? The Queen of Cups is standing in their divinity. Loving, caring, compassionate person. And once the idea is to leave to meet up with the Emperor, who's in the King of Pentacles energy. Okay, they're an Emperor, but their energy is King of Pentacles, Strength. Or maybe, how do we look at this? This Emperor wants to help this King of Pentacles. Look at it. So we have the Chariot, Two of Wands, Queen of Cups, Six of Sword to the Emperor. So when this Queen of Cups makes it to the Emperor, they become the King of Pentacles, and they're strong, but their Ten of Pentacles is held up. That's what it looks like to me, yo. Okay, carry on. What are we thinking now? Tell me more, Spirit. We're at 40 minutes. Oh, jeez. Hey, next card up. Nine of Wands. Okay. Nine of Wands is, you know, something that's held up. The guy's expecting, you can see right here, he's looking over saying, okay, what's next? Okay, and in the past I've described this for you to better understand it. That's how I believe it was, what's it? So with the Six of Wands, They attack, right? You got 6 ones attacking the 7th guy with the 1, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, so you get it, right? And then, boom. This guy, later on down the line, this is him not knowing what day it is, trying to figure out what he's going to do, fighting for his life, you know, hanging on by a prayer, flying by the seat of his pants. And after, a while of this is what he looks like. He's got his boots on. He's got his vest. You know what I mean? This guy has been through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 ones. And he's holding the 9th. So he's like, okay, he's been through it. And he's waiting for the next attack. Could be a psychic attack. That's what some say. Somebody's blocking. He's looking, right, to see what's coming. But there might be somebody trying to block that. Somebody's holding them up. Right? Just like the card before that, which was the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. That's a block. Someone's holding up this 10 of Pentacles. Okay, someone's strong. They have strength, but their 10 of Pentacles being held up. And then what do I pull next? Is the 9 of Wands. Okay, tell me more, Spirit. Try to wrap up this read here. Next card, here it is. Knight of Pentacles, reverse. So, in the upright, this is somebody who's hardworking, responsible, reliable, gets the job done. It might take a while though, right? In reverse, this is, punch clock Friday, and then you get the rest of the weekend. This guy's going on, he's relieving himself of his responsibilities. Right, so 9 of Wands to the Knight of Pentacles. Whew. Golly. Okay, next one. Queen of Pentacles. Okay. The Queen of Pentacles, someone who's grounded, someone who loves nature, someone who's connected to the earth. And Pentacles is an earth sign, so it would be Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. You look at the card, and you can see it's like definitely earthy, but she's holding on to that pentacle right there. Okay? And take that as you may. But that, to me, is important. And the lineup is, you have the 9 of Wands. He's looking the other way. Okay? I'll just show you real quick. He's looking that way. Okay? And then we have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. So, no more, out of work. You know what I mean? Like, punch clock. You get the weekend, right? You're relieved of your duty. Okay, but see, look, there's a pentacle, and he's facing him. The next card is, okay, right? Whoops. But look, this is the thing with the pentacles. They're all facing him. He's looking at his next attack. He's looking to see what's coming for him. right? He's looking over here going, all right, who's coming at me? What's this going to be today? Right? And he's tested, he's tried, he's true. But he doesn't see the Knight of Pentacles handing him a pentacle, and he doesn't see the Queen of Pentacles holding this pentacle. Right? Whatever this means, okay? Let me further discuss it, but they're facing towards him and he's not looking. And last but not least, well, not last, but the next card after that, okay, is the Ace of Pentacles. And this is money, this is land, this is happiness of some sort, materialistic, right? Spirit wants to give this Queen of Pentacles something, right? Like this Queen of Pentacles is coming off as somebody who's tried and true, who's worked their butt off, but it's in the Nine of Pentacles reverse, so it's like somebody who's worked like a lot and possibly has earned their keep, right? But they're not like they're in off mode, right? And then you have the Queen of Pentacles, Earth sign, and then right after that is the Ace of Pentacles. So all this that this person's been through, Spirits wants to give them the Ace. Tell me more, please. Let's see. Excuse me. Oh boy. Next card. Yep. Two of Cups. Kind of looks like the guy's proposing. This is some type of a relationship. Two of Cups. You see a guy and a girl. Somehow they're working together. Oh boy, look at that. Talking about earlier, Seven of Cups. Right? So Queen of Pentacles, right? This Queen of Pentacles been through it, right? Nine of Wands, Nine of Pentacles reverse, right? Grounded individual, Earth sign. Spirit wants to give them the Ace of Pentacles, which is money, land, happiness, right? Yeah, but it's a pentacle, so think of it's something possibly in the physical. It's not necessarily spiritual or emotional. It could be actual money or actual land or actual sanctuary, something. Two of Cups is a relationship. Friendship, relationship, could be lovers. Then we have the Seven of Cups. But we go Wands, then Pentacles, okay? Then we hit the Cups, and then there's confusion. Right? Imagine that. Start talking about feelings and emotions and this confusion, okay? Okay. Next card. Ten of Cups. So that's happiness. That's everything that you'd ever want. Family, a home, loving Next after that, we have the Eight of Cups. This guy's modest. He's walking away. And then we have the Knight of Wands in reverse. So upright. This guy's going in for the kill. He's on the move. Right? Fast moving energy. Not necessarily like the Eight of Wands, but this guy, whoever's in this energy, is coming in. It's a knight. So they come in hot, do what they do with the Wands energy. That's, desire and will and growth, things like that. On a stallion, right? Nine of Wands in reverse. So this guy's hesitation. There's hesitation. There's waiting. There's, it kind of goes with the Seven of Cups. Right? And so Spirit wants to give this Queen of Pentacles the Two of Cups. But this confusion. Okay, right? Check it out. Queen of Pentacles, right? I already explained. Spirit wants to give. Spirit wants to give that Queen of Pentacles the Ace. Right? The Ace of Pentacles. Something that's in the physical, right? Right after that is the Two of Cups. Okay? Spirit wants to give the Ace of Pentacles to that Queen of Pentacles. And right after that, boom. So it's like Spirit wants to give somebody a relationship in the physical. Because Pentacles is, a person, place, and thing, okay? Right? So Spirit's like, here you go, Queen of Pentacles. I want to give you this. Got it? After that, the next card after that is the Seven of Cups. So there's some confusion. Okay? Somebody's bewildered, right? Why is it? What is it that they're questioning? They're worried. They're trying to figure out this. Their happiness. And it looks to me as though if they want their 10 of Cups, they need to walk away from these Eight of Cups, right? However you want to look at that. Could be the cups that they have built in the past, things that they currently have, right? They need to walk away from what? This? But it's hesitation. Right? So, Eight of Cups, they're walking away from. They're confused about their Ten of Cups because they're in their Eight of Cups, Knight of Wands. You get it? Spirit wants to give this Queen of Pentacles the Two of Cups, a relationship. Okay? But there's confusion about the Ten of Cups, which is a marriage, which is a home, a family, right? Happiness, okay? And I mean, it's depicted on the card, so I don't want to confuse you guys. Ten of Cups, you got like a rainbow, you got a guy and a gal, and you got the kids, you got the home, you got the land, you got the water. That's everything, right? Happiness, pure happiness, okay? And right after that, we have the Eight of Pentacles to the Knight of Wands. So it's like somebody, Spirit wants to give this Queen of Pentacles the relationship, like I said. There's some confusion about the happiness. Because what? Somebody's gonna walk away from their Knight of Wands? The Knight of Wands, though, is somebody who's hesitating. So there's fear, maybe. There could be some fear, doubt, insecurities. Yeah, there's some kind of a block here. This confusion, and maybe, yeah, definitely. The Eight of Cups is like somebody has to walk away from the past or what doesn't suit them anymore. But then right after that, with the Knight of Wands is is Knight of Wands is somebody who's hesitating. You know, Knight of Wands upright is somebody that's going all in, basically. You know, with their think of energy, their desire, their will. That's the Knight. You know, like that's a fast moving energy, but it's a reverse. So hesitation, stalling, you know, what have you. Okay. I thought it was funny as I dropped a deck, and when it split, it came out to this. Two of Swords. So I don't know if that could be a possibility with that Two of Swords. I'm gonna leave that right there. I'll put that to the side. And this is somebody who's trusted, you know, mind over matter. Two swords though, right? The inner knowing matches up with the high priestess, with the water there. The water's flowing, their emotions secure. That blindfold, they trust. They're trusting. They're knowing. They're sound. Emotionally, mentally, trusting. Let's see. Give me one more card. Please, Holy Spirit, Holy Angels. One more card. We'll wrap this up. Please and thank you. $58 on the clock. Oof. I don't know. Look at that. All just spun out. Yeah, right. That's too many. As much as I'd like to have them. Holy Spirit, give me a little card if you can. One or two. There it is. Ace of Wands. And the King. I just burped. The King of Wands. Well, and energy at the bottom of the deck is the Wheel of Fortune, like I showed you. And so with that ending there with the Ace of Wands, uh, and the King of Ace of Wands, King of Wands, you know, that's the Ace of Wands is spirit giving you this growth. Okay, it's energy, desire, will. You know, and the King of Wands This is somebody who gets stuff done. Could be a little erratic. Not in a bad way, though, but like somebody who gets the job done for sure, right? Like the King of Wands, so they call the shots. Whew. Let's go, let's go. We're doing this, we're doing this. You know, hot stuff. I mean, I don't want to say hot stuff, but you know, he's got the cheetah skin, he's got the necklace, the crown, it's on fire, right? He's got the symbols in the back. This is fast moving energy, okay? This is like group. This guy builds stuff. Stuff gets things done. You know? Growth, energy, king, right? Of wands. Could be a fast talking guy. Smooth. Sweet talking guy. He's a sweet talking guy. Right? Yeah, whoever's, you know, in that energy. And you have the Ace of Wands and then you have the King of Wands. Interesting. Right, so the previous card, right, I had the Knight of Wands reverse. That's kind of like I don't want to say a player energy, but somebody, the Knight, you know, is on the move, okay? And it's a Knight energy, so it's not, you know, the Knight would be, right? So we would have a page, a knight, a queen, and a king. This is kind of like a free floating. This is a, you know, easy come, easy go. Knight of Wands. He's here today, gone tomorrow. Okay, right? In reverse, stalling, chickening it out even. Because the knight is in this energy, you know, is walking away from the past in the energy of the Two of Swords, okay? And Spirit wants to give this Knight of Wands an Ace of Wands, okay? So they're gonna go from the Knight of Wands, boom, Spirit says, here, this is for you. Ace of Wands, and that Knight of Wands bounces up in the this is looking like masculine energy to the King of Wands. So they go from the Knight, flighty energy, boom, right? Boom, 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 boom. Here today, gone tomorrow. He's the Knight. All right, I'm going through. I'm gonna go get him. Right, and they're back, and then they're gone. Right, that hesitating energy, chicken it out. Spirit says, "Who's trusting, knowing, hesitating for whatever reason?" Spirit says, "Here you go. Boom. Here's your wand, your Ace of Wands. And now you're going to be the King of Wands." And when that happens, when Spirit gives that person that Ace of Wands, then that King of Wands can meet up, right, with the Queen. Cry like a baby. Alrighty, that's the read for today. Again, we got this Page of Pentacles in good spirits, right? Studying, you know, his divinity. The moon, you know, is things that don't, you know, aren't divinity, psychic abilities. With the moon, it's things that go bump in the night. Things like that. And it looks like there's a high priest, right? This high priestess energy uh, is aware of this lover's reversed Five of Pentacles. It looks like there's a Queen of Wands out here that wants to talk, but the High Priestess is aware of it. And, then we have the Chariot Queen of Cups, okay, who wants to get to this Emperor, and it's like when this Queen of Cups meets this Emperor, they're going to turn into the King of Pentacles. Or, no, no, no. Let me get this right. This Emperor, yeah, no, it's when the Queen of Cups meets the Emperor, the Queen of Cups turns into the King of Pentacles in their strength. And they have to be strong because this Ten of Pentacles is in the reverse. Moving along, right? This Queen of Pentacles, who's been through it all, right? In the Knight of Pentacles reverse, so it's like kind of like been working their butt off. Spirit wants to give, right? Queen of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. Spirit wants to give them a relationship. Okay, but there's confusion about the Ten of Cups because whoever this relationship is, right? So we have the Queen of Pentacles, okay? Moving along, confusion about the Ten of Cups. They have to walk away from the Knight of Wands energy, okay? Even though they're not dumb. And Spirit says, here you go. Knight, I'm gonna knight you with this Ace of Wands. And now you can be the King of Wands. And you can go get what you want to get. So this is overlapping, and this is, current energy, it looks like, for the most part, to start. And then it's things to come for sure. Give or take. There are some obstacles in this, though. Alrighty. I'm going to leave it at that, folks. I hope you guys enjoyed this tarot reading. It's good stuff.